Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button, and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy!
All right, folks, here we are on Monday, December 11th. We're going to take a look at Tell today. So we're going to get a bunch of messages asking for updates. It's down over 22% at the moment. But let's take a look what that means on the chart here, as well as the think or swim study to try to make some sense of it. So, as I would have discussed in previous video or videos, this downtrend resistance that it's been under for quite some time, it takes a lot for a stock that's been long distressed like this, right? This goes back further to not only neutralize a trend, but reverse a trend. So first things first is sort of just trend neutralization, right? Stop the bearish pressure and momentum, get it neutral. And then you can start to put in some structures and some waves that look like bullish movement. And maybe then can say that you've reversed trend. But it takes a lot. It's typically not just it broke the downtrend resistance and then it's just off to the races, right? There's typically a lot more to it than that. And so that could be part of just sort of what we're seeing playing out at the moment. Now, it came just shy of this like 85-cent level that we had here. It came up to 83 cents, right? So I feel pretty good about that level. Now, the dangerous thing in my mind at the moment is that it's coming down sort of dangerously close to, or uncomfortably close, I guess I could say, to this previous downtrend resistance. And just what I would say is be very cautious that it doesn't do the thing that I sarcastically call downtrend support, which means long distressed stock has a downtrend and it breaks that trend briefly, and then it just ends up following that trend down. So same outcome, it just ends up to be on the other side of it. Okay, that would be my biggest word of caution. I don't know that it will do that, but I would just be sort of all eyes on the prospect of that. That is sort of a death knell, or is at least sort of a longer term, more bearish momentum that needs to play out kind of scenario. Now, if it does continue to dip, and because the price of the stock is so low, this would even be, take quite a higher downtrend percentage-wise. But if it comes down and tests this 53, I'd pay strong attention to that as well. That's going to basically inform the possibility or the likelihood of it, coming back and sort of hugging itself to this downtrend resistance. And don't let me sort of leave out the fact that it may just fall back through, right? It might be back under here in the next few days or weeks. Who knows? But that's just sort of the things that I would kind of be on the lookout for. Now, EMA wise, let me just hide these for a moment because it's a lot to look at. EMA wise, it had done a really good job establishing over the EMAs. It had a bullish crossover, the 8 above the 21. The 8 then approached the 34, couldn't really get that tight to it. And now, because of the big down day today, is pushing off. Now, it's not yet putting in a bearish crossover down the 8 crossing back below the 21. But that's another thing that I would just watch out for as the sort of the days and the weeks ahead take shape. So that's the Weeble side of things. Now, on the think or swim side of things, I kind of think it looks a little less dire at the moment, but partly that's because when this channel got stretched, it's now covering such a huge percentage range. The channel is covering from about 45 cents up to about 77 cents or so. So it's covering a huge percentage range. But that said, it's playing out its volatility. And as as it pertains to the channel itself, all that we're really seeing is it hit resistance on the upper bound of the channel, not uncommon, not surprising, and then it tried to stretch out of the channel, and then it got drawn back down into the channel hard. And right now, it's wrestling with the mid-range of the channel. So what's it going to do with that? I don't know. It came down and wrestled with it here, right? And it sort of needed more time to play it out, but then it got support back over it. So it's just going to have to be a matter of seeing how that plays out. But on this study and this setup, to me, it looks a little less sort of, doom and gloom than the Weeble. But, it is a lot of volume. It's a lot of volume and it's a lot of selling pressure. So we just need to see what that means because the stock is so erratic at the moment, right? You have these sort of upticks, then big down days, and then some time to consolidate, and then some more big bullish pushes, and then a big downtick. So it certainly is playing out that old trope of stairs up, elevator down, right? It takes it a long time to sort of get the price point up to a level, and then it can just take a day for it to erase a bunch of that. So again, but it's, that's a trope because it's not a surprising thing. So histogram wise, nothing is really playing out. It's just kind of staying flat to the baseline at the moment. Trigger and fire is still in play, so not surprising that there's volatility happening, but there's certainly more to play out here. So I'm interested to see where this goes. All right, folks. I hope that your trading week is off to a good start, and as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.